Oh my god, I'm waiting for everything to upload. I'm suffering some really bad cramps. I don't know where they came from, but I'm so excited. So here is the look of my final. Oh my god, bro, why is it glitchy? Oh, so this is gonna be funny to talk about, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have some, I'll show you guys, but I went to Krispy Kreme. As you may know, I hope I post these in order where I like show me going to Krispy Kreme first, and then I show the process of making this project happen. But I went to Krispy Kreme and I went to Insomnia, and I picked up the goodies for the class. And I also made a video like documenting the experience because, bro, first of all, I haven't been to Krispy Kreme, or like I haven't been to Insomnia since probably I don't even know, man. It's been a minute since I've been in Insomnia. My birthday, because they give like a free don't cookie for your birthday. So I thought it was just everything for me to go. I actually don't like that picture. My bad. For me to go to Krispy Kreme and Insomnia, and it was so freaking terrible because I had went to first Krispy Kreme, or no, Insomnia, but then I forgot to take pictures in front of the store, so I had to literally go back. My mom's like, "Do you want to go back to get pictures?" Literally, such a mom. Like, bro, my dad would never. But anyways, so I was like, I actually would like to go. He's like, "Come on, Isla, we gotta go." So we literally left. We met this, literally shout out to Mary at the Ponce de Leon location, because Mary, the lady in the center, she was just such a joy. She was so happy. She's like, "I can tell you have an accent from somewhere." Um, I'm just I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited for this project. I haven't yet practiced recording, but to be honest, and I know it's 15 slides and it's only a 5 to 7 minute presentation, but I can go through this fast. Like, I'm going to see if I can. I already talk pretty fast. I'm not going to rush it through, though, you guys. I really am more than excited to talk about these points. I just want to make sure it's interesting. I get through my points. I have this like interactive activity that I might add to the factor of it being like, what was I going to do? I was going to have like Mary's picture definitely deserves a center showcase. Yeah. And then around it is going to be pictures of Krispy Kreme, because I took some pictures of the location itself, which, my God, it is so freaking cute. It's so cute. They have the little conveyor belt and everything, so that was adorable too. I did like a whole video, and I'm not going to show that video in class because thoroughly I don't have time, and I'm right before my break. We have breaks in class, so by me being in before the break, I'm going to be like handing out donuts and stuff. But the transition and me handing out donuts is going to be, I think it's pretty clever. So I'm going to have people, you know what, I was going to do QR codes, but in a matter of time, I think I might just use my spinner. Oh, I can't use my spinner because I'm just going to make a number chart from number 1 to, or you know what would be interesting? If I did like a numerology thing, or a, whatchamacallit, a, oh my God, what is it called? Zodiac thing. So, because I'm doing it of the month, so I think the zodiacs would actually work best. So I'm going to have zodiacs to transition to the monthly collaboration. So I'm going to have somebody co-up, and they're going to I'm going to say like, "What's your zodiac?" And they're going to be like, "Oh, say they're like me, like they're a Sag." And I'm like, "Oh, your collab of the month is, and then I let them know like what the collab of the month is. So there's really two activities for mine. The first one is the collab of the month. So they have to tell me their zodiac, and then I tell them like what their collab of the month would be based off of Insomnia Cookie collaborations and Krispy Kreme collaborations. And then I have then I have the and crispy or insomnia. So I picked different areas around the globe because I realized in my research their first international location was in Canada, but they don't really make it pronounced. So I pretty much picked different customized thing, and I talk about what do I talk about? I talk about just the look of the place needs its own slide, bro. I need to be able to showcase that. I might do that right after the talk about whatchamacallit. Yeah, the collab of the month is before and after. I think I have it right here. No. Where I talk about the model. Next page. Perfect. This is where I'm going to upload pictures from inside the store at Pond City Market. So then it's like, this is so tasteful. I didn't even know if they were going to have merch, to be honest. So I was very happy that they had merch. And I'm going to come in business attire. Exciting. I'm going to have my Krispy Kreme hat on. And then in my last statement, when I say, next time you go to pick up a Krispy Kreme donut, also pick an Insomnia Cookie as well. I'm going to switch it to my Insomnia Cookie hat because I have an Insomnia Cookie hat and a Krispy Kreme hat. So now I have two hats. The excuses we make to go and purchase more things is so funny, isn't it? But the damn hat was like $25, so you bet I was going to freaking use it in the presentation, bro. I'm going to wear the hat. Like, I told her, if I find a Krispy Kreme hat, I'm going to wear it. And then she's like, okay. I'm like, yeah. So, you ought to know I'm going to be wearing the Krispy Kreme hat in the presentation. But obviously, it's going to, because it's only fitting because it's a Krispy Kreme project. I would never pair a hat with like a business outfit, but to be honest, you know what? It may be a look. So I think that this is enough. Because I literally haven't had a whole little Krispy Kreme experience since freaking high school. So this is really a big deal, bro. I'm not even a big donut person, but I was thinking like immediately when I came to the store, I'm like, what if it made it like a thing that every time in honor of this project, my 10 weeks, me and my friends or me and my mom, we go to Krispy Kreme or we go to Insomnia Cookie. And we just live, laugh, love, keep calm, chill, be on, once in the beginning of the quarter, once in the end of the quarter. I think that would be such a cute little treat. You know what I'm saying? That would be such a cute treat. Like, oh my gosh, we're going to Insomnia. I'm always the person, to be honest, that's like thinking of that like kind of shit because TBH, you need to have fun in this life. Even with crazy projects and shit, you need to have fun. Like, if you're not having fun in your projects, make it fun. Like, I always, treat the fact that even though I'm in art school and I have really hard classes and concepts sometimes, I always make sure that I really enjoy my experience because, you got to. You got to. You cannot be out here miserable, babe. What? So anyways, oh my goodness, this is going to look so good. Yeah, I'm going to start practicing just off the cuff because, babe. Oh, Oh, I think did I duplicate it? I don't think I ever got to duplicate it. I have to duplicate this. I'm gonna try to do it on my computer. I don't really know where the duplicate key is, but I don't have time. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna have a blocker. It's so weird because I'm drawing it on my other one. So I'm gonna block it out, and no one really can tell because these are, they're collabs, so you're not gonna be able to really see what I'm talking about. Because there's so many times I've been in the damn situation of, oh my god, you know what, I'm gonna just cover up the whole thing because why not? Bro, why is this red so pimpish? Like, the way the red is so saturated, bro. It's okay though. It works. It works because Krispy Kreme is my main one anyway. So they have to cover it, and then I'm doing it based off of zodiacs. So then all I need to do really is, I was gonna do it by zodiacs or I was gonna do it by QRs. TBH. Like, I think the QRs is fun because it's like an interactive activity, but I think people are kind of tired of it. And because it's really like, and I don't want something to hold my time up for my presentation, so I'm just going to do something simple like freaking, oh, you know what? I just got to look up all month and zodiac signs. Yeah. Aquarius. Thank God I'm making them so small that it doesn't matter if they're grainy or not. So January 21st to what? February 9th. Yeah. It's just to think of really fun random shit, like random type of thing. Like, so millennial me to be doing something like this. It's just, I had to do it. I had to do it, bro. February 20th to March. March what? March 20th? Which one is that? In air, water sign. I really like numerology, but I don't exactly know how I'm going to influence that into his daggone piece. So that everybody feels included. March 20th to April 20th. Terrace is Earth card. Oh, I don't even think I wrote the daggone name of the sign. And I cannot have my presentation rely on everybody else knowing it, not me. That'd be weird, you know? Aquarius. Aquarius. I can double check on that. Aquarius. Pisces. Bro. My favorite part about the project so far has been being able to work with just so many things, like really analyzing a business and things that aspects that I didn't think I would be doing, and learning so much, like, where to go to get citations. Like, if I really wanted to know, like, do research on a business, I don't have to just go to Google. I know different platforms, different sites and everything, and how I would be able to use that in the real world is not only through, working in collaboration and just the typical things, but being able to say, okay, you know what? Working on projects means that, you're going to have some like this was a case study in my eyes, but it wasn't April 20th to May 21st. My bad. Hold on. You say April 20th, May 21st. I'm just putting the first three letters for matter of space because the other one is mainly, let me just finish my thought. But you know what I'm saying? I think that one of the things that I'm going to be able to carry on into my other projects is just the use of how to present information. I didn't think about even adding these two slides until I saw other people's and the way that they had interacted with other people, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should have something like that too. And I wanted to have it in a way that was well fitted. And to be honest, I don't really know when I'm going to have so much freedom like this in a project. Like, I have another business class, but I don't exactly know how it's going to be laid out. And the professor was really chill. So I'm excited to be able to present this because I know, because it's something I like, I'm always good with a project I'm this type of invested in because I just, I know what to do. I know what to do. I'm keen on, my work ethic, my flow, and everything is all making sense. And yeah. And I did use my mom's multimedia account many times in the process of, because I just, the thing is like I would be on my other account. Like I have my personal account. And then I'm like, okay, well, why don't I just, do it through this account. And I don't know, it just always happened. I just like looked down at my phone and realized I'm like on my freaking brand's account making an article for, you know classes. But that's real. And then I also hope that I'm able to they're still able gonna take my offer on the Scatty Awards, because I did submit for the Scatty Awards. So I submitted my Carolyn Jacobs piece, which was one of honestly my favorites, even though it took me so long to complete. It was one of my favorite projects in so many ways. Like it just was like really fun. It was really fun, and I got to really understand that, that's like one of my favorite photographers. Like I really have a go-to fashion photographer. If somebody's like, oh, what's your favorite fashion photographer? I'm gonna say Carolyn Jacobs. And if somebody says, what's your go-to like journalist type, art, work, I'm gonna say Joe Saba, because those are two projects and pieces I've done of people in my past. And you know they're they're like icons. And even if, even though they're behind the scenes, they have a lot of value. And I will say this, being in an art school, you really have a lot of I don't know, you get to really care about more majors than just the typical. I think that being in just the normal media, I hope that this will be the platform where you guys will really get to hear other perspectives than what is just popularly highlighted. And I mean this by saying, like, it's not just actors and actresses, but the writers, the animators, like everybody kind of gets love, and everybody, we try to understand each other. And I feel like in the media, it's only talk about specific artistic and creative medias. And I think that's where, like conversations of, oh, is art even a real major, a real degree, when, there's multi-million-dollar fields in every single one of our industries. I do think that there's a disconnect, because the only thing that's mainly highlighted is an actor, is an actress, is maybe a painter, or maybe now currently a photographer. But, even in this very photo-based culture we live in, I don't think photographers get enough appreciation in the media. They still are looked down upon if you're like a celebrity photographer. And I do like the fact that I am seeing a little bit more people having a little bit more sympathy for people that are like paparazzi based photographers, because without them, there would not be a celebrity, period. I think obviously I don't like it when like my fellow photographers, draw the line in privacy, but that's not everybody. And I don't like the fact that I feel like a lot of photographers get painted into this like really terrible narrative, of just, not really being the friendliest type of people, or not understanding or being considerate of other people's space. And like that's the only thing that they think of as it relates to photography, when there's so many other forms of photography. Even like the Apple campaigns does such a beautiful job shouting out different photographers. Yes, they're using iPhones, but they still, I think that, and I think everybody thinks that you can do it. Everybody thinks everybody can do anything. But, I think, there's always people that are naturally gifted. That's one thing. But, no one wakes up and knows the art principles and what elements of design just like in their sleep. There is some studying you do need to do, and I just wish people knew that. Because babe, even though that's like basic, if you ask the average person what's the art principles and elements of design, they're gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's things you do have to learn, like color theory, and we don't live in a monochrome world. Like, for my last class, we were talking about how one of my peers said that they don't like the fact that we've moved in such a minimalistic era for when brands do these like launches and things of that nature. And I'd so agree, because I don't like this sense of minimalism. I think that it loses its character a lot when you just focus in minimalism and you don't. Oh my God, I keep on erasing stuff. July 23rd to August 23rd. July 23rd, August 23rd. Where is that for? Leo, and it's a fire sign. And I think the color grading kind of matches, because it's like purple and green. It's like the happy medium of everybody, you know? It's not like yellow and orange and yellow and orange and yellow and orange. July 23rd, August 23rd. July 23rd, August 23rd is Leo. What does Leo look like? That's the yellow one. I think this is going to be really fun. I actually think this is going to be really fun. And that's the point. I think I wanted to, through my series of majors, I do feel like it's important to be in not only an industry that you love, but an industry that you show passion to, and you like learn to grow and expand as an individual, And I think that's whatever you do, just always be a sponge. And I think that that's it's turned into such a typical statement, but it's true. And always ask questions. I think that don't hesitate on asking questions. And also meet people. I want the phrase to being like meeting people, even if it's something small, like saying hi to somebody, or just a little interaction in the elevator. Just practice meeting people, because you never know exactly who you're right next to. And, that could be like the next big thing, like me, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, but you really don't ever know. So it's good to just always practice. I think that I want us to move away as a society only like having like being antisocial being cool. Like, I don't like the fact that everybody's so antisocial. Not everybody, that's not. I do think that experience-based marketing has forced people to want to go outside and communicate and talk, and even things like COVID had an effect on that. And people do, like, when people catch themselves maybe being really lonely or whatever, and not socializing or doing just a little bare minimum, people want to go out their way maybe to go out their bubble and whatever. And as I'm going into my final class, I think that is so important. Even when I did this exercise of like this being my first quarter doing fit checks, I'm so excited to post them. And even though I'm hella nervous, because I'm like, damn, I really put so much pressure on me, it's such a fun project, and I've met so many fun people, and people are just generally excited. Now, I'm not going to delay their sense of doing it. My mom was like, she's like my momager. So whenever you see my mom, like, my mom isn't like just my mom. She's really like my momager. So she really keeps me on my game. And because I'm like going through classes and how I'm really going to get through these quarters and everything. October 22nd. Is it October 22nd or 24th? 24th to November 22nd. And is that a fire? Which sign is that? And a water time. I love saying that I'm a Sagittarius, even though I'm not, like, November 23rd, even though I'm not a full, like, I always can remember the ending date, because it's right before my dad's birthday of December 21st. My dad is December 22nd. I mean, right after that. So he's a Capricorn. But yeah. And then what is this one? December 22nd to January 20th. December 22nd, Capricorn. December 22nd, like the first day of my dad's birthday is when Capricorn season happens. January 22nd. I actually need to go and text him. Yeah. Anyways, Earth sign. Perfect. Oh my god, bro, why did it take me so long to do? Yeah, so then the other slide is this. So whoever opens it, they get. Oh, I'm gonna be a little bit favoritism. I'm gonna do my favorite one of these bundles, which is the Barbie one for Sagittarius. So, bro, I'm not gonna have no Netflix Dr. Pepper one. Bro, they can have that. I think my dad may want to try it because he likes Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I think maybe I'll do that. I'll be like that. And then if January, February, March, April, yeah, my mom would definitely try the Pop-Tarts. Oh, no, my mom likes M&Ms, so I'm going to make my mom's M&Ms for hers. And, because we Netflix people in this house, that's the only reason why I wouldn't have did that. I would have really did Pop-Tarts, too, because I lived on Pop-Tarts growing up. But I think Barbie's more fitting for me, I don't know. I like when Sagittarius gets labeled good things in their month, because I can't stand the fact that every time I see one of these like Instacard readings for like Sagittarius, it's like some lame, like, I'm like, Nicki Minaj is a Sag. Like, think about it. Can we improve what we look at as a Sag for real? They only it's like Capricorn. All the other ones look so cute. They have cute aesthetics and stuff. If it's like, if it's graphics or whatever, it's like representing them. Like Sagittarius is like always the most hideous. I'm like, no, we gonna get represented right. So, anyways, I'm gonna start practicing. I might run through it one time. My mom's taking a nap, and then yeah.